Hi, this is Matthias from John Chipalone's. We are in Havertown today at a customer's home that we've put a Mitsubishi air conditioning system in this summer, and we're gonna go talk to them about the system itself. Come on. I'm here with Michelle and Breck in Havertown. We have installed a Mitsubishi system here for your cooling needs. And I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about your experience with the system itself and what prompted you guys to give us a call and what you guys had before.
What we had before was window units and floor standing units that vented through the windows, and that was unsatisfactory and inconvenient and just couldn't keep up. So we needed something that would efficiently cool the entire first floor instead of having little cool zones and hot zones and things like that. And then the third floor was just a continuing problem, even with a fairly sizable floor standing unit up there. Those were the two.
And I was always worried about Breck putting these units, especially on the second floor, into the windows.
We had put off the central air install for quite some time, not only because of the cost issue, but because of the complexity of the house. This construction is 1924, so you have very solid walls, and also had a finished off attic, so there wasn't room to put a typical, big unit up there. After, we talked with you guys, what we realized was that we could do a ducted for the first floor, which took care of some other problems, and then we were also able to figure out the solution for the third floor, which is the most problematic. And you were able to put in the time with us to sort of figure out the solution that seemed to be optimal given all the obstacles working in a house like this.
I know we talked about a couple different options. Curious why Mitsubishi was attractive to you guys and why Ductless was a good solution.
Once you start looking into them, the Mitsubishi ratings seem to be better than the ratings from the other companies.
Was noise a factor in the decision as well?
It is quieter now, which is great, and I really like that. And I also like you can come in the living room and it's cool, which is nice. The coolness is
one feature, well, several things. Number one, you can set it and forget it.
You can program it.
Yeah, you can program it for the third floor and the first floor, which is great.
And you could program individual rooms. So a big house like this, you don't use these rooms all the time. If you don't use the two small bedrooms or offices on the second floor, you can not turn the systems on. And that's pretty much what we did. We didn't turn them on. And the other thing I liked was that the system cooled down the rooms quite quickly.
What distinguished us from a couple of the other HVAC contractors you guys brought in?
We really appreciated the thoroughness of your problem solving. And then when your guys got here, they were very neat, and they at the end of the day everything was put out of the way. You just moved along really quickly, and I thought all your the folks who came in and worked here seem to be doing a really good job. Really complicated system that you put in the basement, and they
figured it out.
They really worked hard to make sure it worked right.
Hey, thanks for tuning in today. If you'd like to get more information on Mitsubishi Ductless, give us a call or go to our website. Thanks.